Paige, a 28-year-old office worker. 2 years ago, I married Robert, and we've been living happily together. As an only child, he's very much loved by his parents. Though my mother-in-law insisted that we live together first, we managed to get our place nearby a few minutes away. But since he tends to be a bit of a mama's boy, he gave her a spare key without asking me, so she comes whenever, and it's quite a nuisance. Robert, your mom came here again today and cleaned without asking. The laundry was all folded. Can you please tell her to stop? Seriously.
Huh? Why would I do that? Aren't you thankful that she's helping you with housework?
I told you that even though it's mother-in-law, I hate when people touch stuff without permission. The reason is because I feel like my privacy is being violated. Not only does she fold the laundry for us, but she also refolds all the clothes in our drawers. It's like she can't stand my way of folding, and now everything is folded her way. It's so uncomfortable and creepy, to be honest.
We're a family. Families help out each other, right?
He doesn't take me seriously when I bring this up, so I had no choice but to tell my mother-in-law directly. She was muttering, looking pissed, but eventually agreed to reduce her visits. However, she still visits a few times a month. I've been putting up with it, thinking it's manageable, but she suddenly started treating me like the stereotypical bullying of a daughter-in-law. The other day, she was waiting for me to come home from work, and...
Paige! You're late. You're going to cook dinner for Robert, right? You better.
Oh God, she's in our house without permission again. Well, I've been busy with work lately, and...
Listen, as a woman, you need to take good care of your husband. I've entrusted my beloved son to you with a heavy heart.
What? Take good care of your husband? I didn't marry to take care of your son, you know.
Hey, what's with your attitude all this time? So rude. Anyways, are you going to cook dinner from now?
Robert said he'll be late due to overtime today, and I am tired, so I was thinking of eating some frozen food.
What? Are you planning to feed him something like that? What if something happens to him from eating all those chemicals?
Oh, God, what is the issue? Everyone uses it for convenience. She also complains that my cleaning isn't thorough, the laundry is left undone for 2 days, and even says it's a pity her son married someone like me. I've gotten used to this, actually, but I feel like her bullying has escalated over the past few months. Have I done something wrong? Or is there a possibility that this sudden change in her behavior is due to an illness? I saw a program on TV recently about dementia changing personalities. Could it be that? Worried, I decided to ask my sister, who's a nurse. Yeah, so her personality suddenly changed. She became incredibly mean. Could this be an illness? My sister Phoebe has this strange ability. Thanks to that, I've been saved from numerous tough situations. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I could sense it. I wonder... I see. I wonder what she's sensing. Oh, looks like it's not an illness, so there's no need to worry about that, but seems like you'll have some challenges ahead. What do you mean by that? But don't worry. As always, continue the path you believe in with integrity. In the end, the one who suffers will be... I see. Interesting. God, I am so curious about the challenges. But no matter how much I ask, she laughs it off. Her motto is ignorance is bliss, and some things are better left unsaid. Well, it's better to follow her advice. I was relieved to hear my mother-in-law didn't have an illness, but what was this sudden bullying? I wanted to talk to Robert about this, but I have weekends off while he mostly has weekdays off, so we rarely get to spend time together. Without talking, days passed by, and last Saturday, after I spent time with my friend coming home in the evening, my mother-in-law was waiting for me again.
Paige, what on earth were you doing? You're late!
Late? Seriously? It's still 5 p.m.
I was here from this morning, but you never came home, so I ended up watching an entire season of a Korean drama. Do you know Itaewon Class? Loved it.
Why not watch it at your house? I had a day off today. I'm not allowed to meet my friend and go shopping?
Huh. Friend, huh? You have one? I wonder what your friend is like.
Yes, and what does she mean by that? She's my best friend from elementary school.
Oh, really? Huh, I see.
What's with the attitude?
Robert works hard even on Sundays, but you go shopping? Unbelievable! And I'm guessing that today's dinner is frozen food again.
God, why do I need to be told this? Hey,
Robert relaxes, doing nothing on his days off on weekdays. No, I'm cooking today. Feeling irritated, I began taking out the ingredients I had bought. He loves my homemade Hamburg steak, so I made them and put it in the fridge. I thought you were eating out today, so there's none for you. Sorry. After saying that, she grinned and started getting ready to leave. Gah, I have had enough. I finally snapped and said this to her. Mother-in-law, I don't know what you hate about me, but why are you being so rude? Did I do something wrong? She looked surprised and said, Why don't you put your hand on your heart and think about it? You're such a clueless dimwit not knowing that. What? Am I at fault then? What did I do? I put my hand on my heart and thought about it, but I had no clue. While I was doing that, she quickly left. Completely dumbfounded, I was left standing there, not knowing what had just happened. That day, as soon as Robert came home, I immediately asked him for advice. Yeah, do you know anything, Robert?
No. Huh. I wonder what it is. I really don't know.
Right. I seriously have no idea.
Oh, yeah, maybe she's going through menopause and is feeling irritable.
Huh? I see. But still, though...
Hey, I'll talk to her about this, so don't worry, okay? Oh, goodness! Mom's Hamburg steak is the bomb!
Well, he said he would talk to his mother about this, so I left it to him. I still had an uneasy feeling, though. Weeks passed, but her attitude didn't change. It escalated, actually. She comes to our house almost every day, waiting for me to come home, and stays around saying nasty things to me until Robert comes home. She even comes over on Sunday mornings, and it is driving me nuts. Mother-in-law, please stop. This feels like I'm being watched all the time, and I can't do anything. I want to enjoy my private life. Hearing my words, she grinned and said this to me. Oh my, you finally confessed, Paige. Confessed what?
I was watching you this whole time to make sure you couldn't do anything you wanted to do.
What?
You're cheating, aren't you? I know that.
What? What are you talking about? I'm not cheating. I was stunned by her sudden words, but seeing my reaction...
I hit the mark, didn't I? I bet you're doing stuff with a guy in here. Since you haven't shown your true colors, I've set up a camera this past month.
She then grabbed a small camera from behind the living room shelf. You're joking, right? The thought of being recorded all this time sent chills down my spine and made me furious. I can't believe she would do this. Are you serious? Without permission? This is unacceptable. I am seriously not cheating.
This will make everything clear. I know that you're sneaking a guy in here when I'm not around. Even if you're not, you're probably making calls, huh? Modern cameras can record audio too, you know. So convenient.
Oh, God. So she heard my conversations with friends and even my humming? I was having solo concerts in the living room dancing like crazy. How embarrassing. Hold on, why does she think I'm cheating, though?
When Robert told me, I was so upset. I can't believe that after all I've done for you, you turned out to be such a terrible wife. So I decided to deal with you by myself.
What? Robert? Something struck me and I decided to take action. Fine, since I'm innocent, I'll prove it openly in front of everybody. Let's have a viewing party for that camera. How does that sound?
What? If you do that...
Because I spoke so confidently, she seemed to be in a panic, but I made sure that she couldn't back out now. If you do that, what? You're accusing me of cheating, right? Or are you getting scared? Wow, you're quite the coward.
No, I'm not. Fine. Let's make it clear in front of everyone.
I then invited my parents and father-in-law to our house. Since they were all off, they came a few hours later. To top it off, my father-in-law was meeting with his brother and sister-in-law, so they came too. We were all looking at each other confused in the living room. Then my mother-in-law, who looked confident, opened her mouth.
Everyone, Paige has been cheating. I installed a camera in here and caught the evidence.
I told you that I'm innocent. Jeez. My parents and my father-in-law were shocked.
What? Camera? What are you thinking?
Cheating? Paige? There's no way. She's always been very loyal once she's in love. She's not the type to have an affair. We know best.
Yup, exactly what she said.
Yep, as expected of my parents, they trust me. Just then Robert came home from work.
I'm home, huh? Wait, why is everyone here? What happened?
Oh, you came home at just the right time, actually. She then reported everything to him.
What? Camera? You're kidding me, right?
Evidence is important in this sort of thing, right? I did this for you.
Yeah, but you didn't need to do this much.
Oh, I wonder why he's nervous. All right, let's get started then. Ignoring him, I pressed the play button on the camera connected to the TV. What appeared was me dancing enthusiastically to a BTS song, captured so perfectly. But then what came next was shocking. After I left for work, there was Robert in the living room getting cozy with a woman. Oh, you scumbag. I suspected something was up, and it turns out you were the one cheating. And the woman, she's our neighbor's wife. How dare she greet me with a calm face this morning while taking out the trash? Everyone was left speechless by this. Robert, no, this can't be. She turned pale.
You idiot! I'm so ashamed of you!
He grabbed Robert by the collar, furious.
How terrible!
Robert, did you really do? Oh, God, help! His father's sister-in-law was so shocked she fainted. My parents didn't stay silent either. You frickin' scum! How could you do this when you have a wife? My daughter! How do you plan to make amends for this?
This is unforgivable!
He's terrified of being blamed by everyone.
I'm terribly sorry!
Hey, just saying sorry isn't enough. The reason why you told your mother I was cheating is because you wanted her to spy on me so you could cheat yourself, huh? Bringing a woman, the neighbor's wife, in here and flirting? You're the worst of the worst. It's a divorce. What have you done? I embarrassed myself in front of everyone because of you. Oh, you're not my son anymore.
It's your fault also for believing his words and installing a camera in someone else's house. Really?
What a disaster zone. After I said what I wanted to say, my mom turned to me and said, "Let's go home. You don't want to stay here anymore, right?" Yeah. I then quickly packed my things and left my in-laws' crazy house behind.
Paige, it was a stupid mistake, please!
I heard his pathetic voice, but I didn't look back. After that, I divorced him. I demanded a large amount in alimony, and thanks to my father-in-law, he paid it without complaining. Of course, the neighbor's wife also got divorced quickly after her husband found out and was demanding compensation from both of us. And now she works a shady job. As for Robert, his parents cut ties with him after that. He also had to leave his job because he couldn't stand the shame. He then turned to gambling out of despair and, as always, drowned in debt, captured by debt collectors and forced to work for them. Serves him right. Oh, my mother-in-law got scolded heavily after that, which led to their divorce. Now she's living a poor, lonely life, repaying her debts. As for me, I live with my parents now and am finally at peace. They've been incredibly kind and supportive during my heartbreak from the divorce. I love them so much. I was so surprised by how things turned out. Phoebe, you knew that Robert was cheating at the time, right? That's a secret. Oh, I was such an idiot that I didn't know anything about it. But once you're in love, you never doubt and only love that person, right? Well, that's why you've been hurt so many times. Oof, wow, you know me so well. Don't worry, you'll find love again, and let's see. Oh, actually, in 13 days, 15 hours, 32 minutes, and 15 seconds, in the north-northwest direction. And this time, it'll be your true life partner. Really? Well, if you say so, there's no doubt about it.
I'm Paige, 30 years old, and I work a full-time job. 4 years ago, I had Penelope, my beautiful angelic daughter, with my husband Dylan, and we are living happily. We both work, and Penelope goes to daycare during the day, so I work, do housework, and raise my daughter. Every day is super busy, but Dylan is very supportive of these things. Dylan, thank you for always helping me with housework. That makes a lot of difference to my daily life.
That breaks my heart a little.
What? Why?
I'm not particularly helping you. We both work during the day, and Penelope belongs to both of us. It's only natural to do the housework and raise my daughter for my family and myself. It's not help, but my responsibility.
Okay, that makes sense.
My work isn't perfect, so I may look like just helping to you though.
No, not at Well, you clean and do the laundry carefully and to perfection. And you pick up Penelope and run errands too. That's right, Mom! We're living in an era where dual income and gender equality are the norm. The concept of helping or getting help is outdated. If someone helps with the housework, it's probably not much has been done. Taking out the trash that was already put by the door, and they say, I take out the trash, or taking a bath with a child and saying, I'm a cool dad, is a joke. In that sense, Dad is 100% a super dad.
She's right. It's only normal to do those things because we're a family.
You guys are right. By the way, Penelope is getting smarter every day. They educate me daily. But when I met Dylan, he was more old-fashioned with outdated notions, much more on the male dominant side. He was born into a household where male dominance was normal, and that was common in the region. I didn't like and agree with unreasonable things, and I believed in equality and justice, so we conflicted a lot and fought many times. But we started seeing each other in the course of it. Now he is a totally 21st century man, and he's much more gender equality conscious than me. One night we were having dinner when the doorbell rang. Who could it be at this hour? I checked the intercom monitor and saw Catherine, my mother-in-law, there. Huh? Catherine? What happened? When I opened the door, she came in with a large luggage. Oh, I'm so tired. Here you go. She pushed her bags at me and invited herself in. Dylan followed me out of the living room and was stunned by the sight.
Mom? What are you doing here?
His parents' house is in the countryside, which is a good 3 hours by train ride away from my house. She's never showed up unannounced before. Catherine made herself comfortable on the sofa and started talking. Paige, why don't you serve me tea or something? Your mother-in-law's here. You don't think of anything, do you? Grr, she always does this to me and I hate it. That's why I don't want to be near their house. She believes in the idea that the wife should be home and support her husband, and she doesn't like me working outside despite the fact that I have a small child. She also loves bullying me and would say mean and sarcastic remarks every chance she gets. Can't you say hello before demanding tea? Dylan saw me upset and quickly served her the tea. Oh, do you allow your husband to make tea for the guest, Paige? Do you consider yourself a wife? She gave me a cold stare and said, Why do husbands and wives have to do certain things? And why does it make any difference who serves the tea?
Mom. Anyway, what brought you here suddenly?
She then started talking. I left my home. I'm not going back. I'm moving in here. Huh? It came to me like a bolt in the blue. What is she saying? Excuse me, wait a minute. You can't decide something like that by yourself. We have our life here. She totally ignored what I said. I'll share Penelope's room for a while. Oh, I'm hungry, Paige. What do you have for dinner? I want my dinner now. Dylan and I didn't know what to say. She acted like a queen. Then Penelope, who was quiet up until this point, opened her mouth. Grandma, are you gonna live with us? Do you want to share my room? Hi, Penelope. Oh, you've grown up again. That's right. We'll live together from now on. She's mean to me, but so sweet to Penelope. Really? Then I'll have to rework our household chore schedule. And if you use my room, there are some rules you have to follow. I have my privacy, too. The household chore schedule she's talking about is like our family rulebook. We take turns doing chores monthly. Penelope collects the trash and folds the laundry. Privacy and chores? She doesn't seem to get it. Yeah, if you become a member of this family, you don't work, you don't eat. Oh, Penelope's the cleverest girl in her daycare. You've got to be kidding me, Penelope. Grandma is the mother of your dad, who is the head of the household, so I'm the most respectable one in this house. Oh no, Paige, what are you teaching my grandchild? I'll have to re-educate her, don't I? I'm excited. She looked so happy and was 100% ready to bully me, but I'm not the kind who just gives in and is belittled. I was always mentally tough. But Dylan looked uncomfortable seeing my fighting spirit.
We don't have dinner for Mom tonight, so I'll take you to the casual restaurant in the neighborhood.
And he took her out. And I immediately called Dylan's sister-in-law, Susan, who lives in Catherine's house. Susan, Mother just showed up at our house and said she's moving in with us. Oh, I'm sorry, Paige. What happened was... According to Susan, she was fed up with Catherine's bullying and told everything Catherine did and said to her husband and father-in-law. She said she was going to divorce unless Catherine would change. Susan was a quiet and submissive type, so she must have endured so much. When we visited my in-laws last Thanksgiving, we saw Catherine treat Susan like a maid and we expressed our objections. As a consequence, Catherine was blamed for her behavior by her husband and son and left the house and came here. Oh no, she was kicked out of the house for bullying her daughter-in-law, but that hasn't changed a bit. I tried everything. You may be able to handle her better. My husband and my father-in-law are saying the same thing. You can try out your way. Thank you. Wait, so you're just pushing her onto me? Even so, I feel that your husband and my father-in-law, who allowed her to bully us all she wanted, are a little accountable. Yeah, for that, I'm going to Hawaii for a month to make up for it. My husband says I can buy anything I want, and now that Bully Witch is gone, I need the rest of my body and soul. I'll get something for you, too. Well, at least she's off the hook. I guess it's my turn now. Dylan and Catherine came back after a while. She was in a good mood now. I love the city. The eatery is within walking distance and there are enough stores. I love it here. No way, she's totally planning to live here. Paige, the tea! For two! For Dylan and me! Huh? I thought Dylan was trying to straighten her out, but she's his weakness. Catherine, let me tell you something. I'm not your slave, nor Dylan's maid. In this household, you do things for yourself. What are you talking about? It's tradition that the wife stands 3 steps behind a husband and obeys him. And I, who's the mother of your husband, stands way ahead from you two. I'm the highest in this household. You must acknowledge this fact, Dylan. You haven't taught her anything yet.
We're living in a different time.
Shut up! You're the head of the household. You have to take the helm. And he couldn't say anything to her anymore. Oh, no. Catherine, do you realize what you're singing? The head of the household, obey the husband. What century are you living in? Were you born in the 19th century? I snorted and laughed, and then she couldn't say anything. Anyway, you're here, so you could stay for a while, but if you eat here, you'll pay and do the chores too. I made myself clear. What kind of wife are you? See, if you think things will go your way, you're very wrong. Mother-in-law or whatever, since you're here, you'll obey the rules here. At this moment, our battle began. She didn't like Dylan doing the chores and complained every time. Paige, what are you thinking letting Dylan do the laundry, letting the man do the housework? But I won't give in easily. It's normal in this house. A man who can't do any housework is useless these days. If you don't want him to do it, you can do it instead. And she ended up in charge of the laundry since then. She also complained about the quick dinner I made after coming in from work. Paige! You feed your family frozen food? What are you thinking, cutting corners and serving a dinner like this? A wife is supposed to consider the family's health. Not everything is frozen food, and I think about the nutritional balance too. But I have a full-time job, so I make it fast and delicious using some frozen food for a weekday meal. Frozen food these days is highly sought after and of higher quality. They are a great help for busy people like us. If you don't want to eat frozen food, you can cook instead. And again, she ended up in charge of making dinner after that. But she never forgot about bullying the daughter-in-law. Oh, sorry, I thought you'd come home late, so I didn't prepare dinner for you. Plain evil. Don't worry about it, I'll eat frozen pizza. I feel like beer. I love the combination of beer and pizza. Mom, I want pizza too!
Sounds good. I feel like it too.
Hey, wait a minute! I made dinner for you! My family's on my side. You should know better. Oh, and she said this when she met a nursery teacher at Penelope's daycare. I couldn't believe that Penelope's nursery teacher was a man. You have to ask for a female nursery teacher for my grandchild. What? That's discrimination. You said a man works outside and a woman stays at home. Why is a female nursery teacher okay to work outside and a male nursery teacher working outside is not okay?
Because childcare is women's work.
Grandma, you're so old-fashioned. There are many male nursery teachers and male nurses these days. I like my male nursery teacher a lot.
Are you sure?
Grandma, you don't make sense at all. That's because you're living in your own world and don't see outside. You don't know that, do you?
Catherine looked surprised and shocked a little, but from this point on, there was a gradual change seen in her. She wouldn't listen to me no matter what I said, but if Penelope said the same kind of thing, she listened. She complained about everything I did, but I never gave in and talked back to her each time. And in time, she looked tired of the argument. She started to listen to me a little. Paige, you're always looking at your phone. If you've time to do that, do more housework or childcare.
Huh? We get all the information about housework, chores, and childcare from smartphones. It's the norm these days. See? There are tons of tips about childcare and cooking recipes.
Oh, really? This is good.
She never had a smartphone, so I suggested. You're still using a flip phone. Why don't you get a smartphone?
What? I'm not sure if I could use it.
I wouldn't worry about it. There are many smartphone seminars for seniors available if you'd like.
Are there?
Then there, Catherine made her smartphone debut. Now she's into watching YouTube from recipes to dramas. Also, she made friends at the smartphone seminar and went out with them. She seems to be having fun every day. A few weeks passed. I didn't have to rush to make dinner anymore when I came home because of Catherine, so we took time to have dinner together. One day,
You got promoted again, Paige? You're great! You're making twice as much as mine.
that's right, I am actually great at what I do.
Oh, really? You're making more than Dylan? Catherine learned about my work for the first time and looked astonished.
Yep, she's really good and a great asset to her company.
Thank you, Dylan. I'm flattered.
Wow, really? Some women are making that much money? In my time, there were no women like that. I didn't know you were that good.
So I said to her, Catherine, the reason why I can do my work better is because of Dylan and Penelope. If I do the housework and childcare all by myself, I could never be into my work like now. Plus, you help out a lot lately, so I can spend more time with my family, and it's just a win-win. So thank you for that, Catherine. When she heard my words, she had tears in her eyes.
Oh, Paige, nobody ever said that to me. I'm sorry to have been mean to you.
Dylan and I were stunned by this development. Catherine?
Mom!
I know this. They say even a devil may cry. Penelope!
I felt that you and Susan took my boys away from me, so I hated you too. And when I was young, all the wives were bullied and treated so badly, and that was normal in my time, so I was jealous of young people in this era. They looked so happy. But even though I was so mean to you, they taught me many things, and you even begged me.
Indeed, even a devil may cry. Catherine, you can stop crying now. You'll make me cry. I had never imagined that my evil mother-in-law and I would come to understand each other. Seeing her cry made me cry.
You two, cut it out!
So did Dylan. Grandma made Mom and Dad cry. Leave them alone. Well, they say April showers bring May flowers.
Oh, sorry, Penelope. Let's get back to our dinner before the food gets cold.
And we continued our dinner with an extra flavor of salt. A few days later, Catherine went back home to apologize to Susan, who was back from Hawaii. We told her that she could stay a little longer, but
I want to apologize to Susan after how I treated her. I don't want to wait for this, so I'm going. And I may suit the countryside more. I miss my egoistic husband as well when I haven't seen him for a while.
I understand. You're welcome to come back here anytime. Grandma, we can share my bed again.
Thank you, Paige and Penelope. And Dylan, you'll take care of your wife and daughter.
And she left. Susan was skeptical of Catherine's apologies at first, but seeing her completely transformed into a kind and caring mother-in-law, her feelings towards Catherine gradually softened. I kept in touch with Susan, and they seemed to be doing okay. Oh, and Susan did the shopping for a lifetime in Hawaii.
and her father-in-law and husband are gonna have a hard time repaying it. She also bought me a fine watch. The cost to these men for ignoring the suffering of their wives and daughter-in-laws and for not stopping Catherine for tormenting Susan was high. In my family, we decided to visit them this summer. In the past, I was stressed and depressed when I thought about Catherine. But this time she asked me to retrain my father-in-law and brother-in-law like I did to her. We're in demand. Paige, it was amazing. My husband asked me how to use the washing machine today. He never touched it for 40 years of our marriage. Also, my son served tea to me. It was unbelievable. That's a reflection of the training. Dylan and Penelope were more into the training course than I was. They even prepared the study materials. Now Susan and I are more relaxed at home. Thank you, Paige. No, Dylan and Penelope should get credit for that. By the way, Paige, I'm thinking of, starting an Instagram and other social media. Really? Are you serious? Nobody was doing these things in my area, but I noticed that many people in my generation are doing it. I'd like to try out a new thing. That's a great idea! You can ask me anything if you have questions.
Grandma, you're so cool. I'll tell all my friends about you. My grandma can use a smartphone.
I'll try not to let you down, Penelope.
Way to go, Catherine!
I'm Paige, 25 years old. I have a job and do the housework. Jeff and I are the same age and a happily married couple. We have a lot in common: hobbies, food, various preferences, and views for the future. They are perfectly matched, and we care about each other. We are so meant to be. There is a problem, though. The one and only biggest problem is my parents-in-law.
Hi, Paige. Can we have dinner together?
On my day off, my mother-in-law texted me who lives nearby. Sure, I'm not doing anything special today.
Great. How about your parents' barbecue place? We can relax there.
My parents own a barbecue restaurant. It's not cheap, but it has a good reputation. Sure.
Good. Can you make a reservation for 4? Thanks.
The problem isn't having dinner with them. They don't say mean and rude things or push for stuff they don't need. Some people tell me that I'm lucky to have a nice mother-in-law. Well, she may look so outside, but... Yes, Mother, it's $160. Where are you? She was next to me a minute ago, but now disappeared. Oh no, this is her usual. They eat and drink as if it's all you can eat, and when it's time to pay, they disappear at ninja speed. They always do this, and my mom knows it too. Yes, it's my parents' restaurant, but eating and drinking freely and disappearing without paying just won't do, so I'd pay for it. Since we got married, they have often done this to me. When I paid and left the restaurant, my in-laws and Jeff were arguing on the street.
Mom, Dad, stop doing this! You always ignore the check and just leave the place. We're paying for it every time!
Come on, don't make a big deal out of it. It's Paige's parents' house. Paige must have eaten a lot for free before she got married. What's a couple of more people?
It doesn't work that way!
I stopped Jeff. Let's not do this in the middle of the street. It's paid already. Let's go. It's not okay what they do, but I didn't want it in front of the restaurant.
Thank you, Paige. Bye.
Then they left. This is getting old. My in-laws are frequent customers at my parents' restaurant, only without paying the bill. Yet they order as much as they like. When we got home, Jeff apologizes to me, which is also getting old. I know it's not Jeff's fault, so I've been patient and quiet, but maybe I was wrong. When I didn't complain to them, this habit of in-laws escalated. 3 months later, one day I stopped by my parents' house for something.
Hi, Paige. How are you?
My in-laws were devouring the barbecue, along with my sister-in-law and her son Rob. Why?
Why? Because this is the best barbecue house in town, of course. So delicious.
Mom's right. My hubby is out of town today and she took us with them. So yummy. I'll definitely come back. Coming back is great, only I have a bad feeling about it. You can eat as much as you want, Rob. We can't afford ribs like this often. My nephew Rob was munching ribs non-stop without tasting them. Oh, is that so? Enjoy it. I smiled at them half-heartedly and went upstairs for something. When I came down to the floor...
Oh, I'm so satisfied. Thank you, Paige.
Thank you. I'll be back. They walked right past the cash register and left. I quickly ran to my mom. Did they pay for the food? Well, actually. She said the in-laws ordered many expensive dishes and left without a penny. Mom reluctantly told me that they came over frequently, even without Jeff and me, and would eat without paying.
That's unbelievable. I never said to them that food is on the house. Never. Even with me and Jeff, we were the ones who paid for it, always.
I know, but if I insisted on the payment, I was afraid they might become mean to you.
Oh, I don't know what to do. Who wants regular customers who never pay? But Mom was concerned about me and didn't tell me about this. I couldn't blame her. Since my mom never confronted them about the bill, they must think that it's only natural that I, who's the lowest in place in their family, along with my family, pay for everything. I couldn't believe they came frequently to the high-end restaurant owned by their daughter-in-law's parents and assumed it was free. Suddenly I had a bad feeling. Does it end here? If not... I contacted my siblings, Paul, Phoebe, and Colin. Then my worst fear was realized. The in-laws often showed up at the sushi restaurant where Paul was apprenticing and ordered anything they wanted. My parents' restaurant is one thing, but this sushi restaurant is totally unrelated. Paul just worked there, so somebody had to pay for the food. And Paul, having no other choice, would pay from his pocket. Mother-in-law and sister-in-law also visited the fortune-telling house Phoebe owned and demanded free sessions. And finally, my father-in-law stepped into the organization called Let's Dress Up in Period Costumes and Party on the Moon, run by Colin, and demanded to become a member. Luckily, he gave up after learning he needed months of training to go to the moon. But Colin said my father-in-law insisted on becoming a VIP member whose fee was waived. That is out of line. They pushed and bothered my precious family every chance they got. I told Jeff all about this and made a decision to cut ties with my in-laws. 1 week later,
Hello, Paige. I feel like sushi today. Can't we go to the sushi restaurant your brother works at?
Mother-in-law texted me. I was waiting for this. I replied nicely. Sounds good. I have somewhere to be before that, so I'll join you later. Let's meet at the restaurant. After this, I talked with Jeff and called the sushi restaurant. Now it's all set. 3 hours later, one task was done and I was with Jeff waiting for a call. Paul told me the in-laws showed up at the restaurant around 5 p.m. and it was almost 7 p.m. now. I'm sure they ate and drank all they wanted for the past 2 hours. It's time to drop the bomb. I texted, "Hello, Mother. Are you still at the restaurant?"
Yeah, you two hurry up. We are full and drunk already.
Oh, really? But unfortunately, we can't come tonight.
Oh no, that's too bad. We'll miss you.
Miss me? Such a cheap lie. Whether I was present or not, all she misses is my wallet. But from here on, the table is turned. It really became too bad for her. I went to the city hall today.
City hall?
Yes, Jeff and I got divorced today.
What?
So as of today, we became unrelated. Therefore, Paul and I have no reason to pay for your check today. You are responsible for it.
What?
Then she stopped texting and called me.
What are you talking about, Paige? A divorce?
Well, if I continue this marriage, I'm going to end up bankrupt, you know. I can't let that happen to my family either because of me, so I decided to divorce. It was hard for Jeff and me, though, because we were so in love with each other. But my in-laws relied on me and my family financially endlessly. I feel sorry for Jeff for being divorced for the unthinkable parents he had. I feel sorry for myself, too. We're like Romeo and Juliet. Then I heard the voice of the chef in the background.
Here is the check for you, $3,000.
$3,000?
Mother-in-law's hand froze as she screamed at her phone.
Whoa, please. Why do I owe you $3,000? We never ate that much.
Not from tonight, but how many times did you eat sushi here? Moreover, you only ate expensive dishes such as sea urchin, salmon roe, and fatty tuna. Paul said he was going to pay for that, but he's our employee. We can't have our staff cover the bills of the customers. So I was going to send you a bill to be paid later. This was an exception, though. Nobody can pay later in this restaurant.
So, for what we've eaten here?
Included in here, of course, the total of what you've been eating here is $3,010. I'll give you a $10 discount. You can also pay online, but you'll pay for the fee.
That's right. I talked to the owner, Chef, and Paul, and asked them to bill her for the total of what they ate there from the beginning. The chef would also reimburse Paul for what he paid on behalf of the in-laws, once it was paid by them. "Thank you, chef," I said to the chef loud enough for him to hear from her phone.
No problem, Paige. Come and eat here one of these days.
"Sure I will."
Oh, and please pay with cash.
Of course, it's a shame when somebody asks for a discount or treat just because they're family or acquaintances. The chef and I were talking through her phone. I'm sure it's loud if she was still holding her phone. I talked to her again. "I'm sure you get it by now, but my family and I have no more reason to pay for the meals you ate. Please pay for what you ate yourself. Not only for the sushi, but also for my parents' barbecue place and my sister Phoebe's fortune-telling sessions. They will send you a bill too. What will the total be? I have no clue." You were lucky that your husband didn't go to the moon through Colin's project, come to think of it. If you're thinking about ignoring or running away, it won't work. Colin already arranged the debt collector. Nobody can run away from them. They are legal. Any attempt will make you more miserable. Well, have a nice day. I hung up the phone, leaving the chef the rest. A few days later, I got a call again. "Paige, please help." Why didn't I block her? Because there was more to my plan. "Hello, Mother. Oops, you're not my mother-in-law anymore." "It's Jeff. He stormed in. He's angry and said it was our fault that you two divorced. He said, 'Do you understand the pain of being forced to be apart from a loved one?' And he said he would cut ties with us." I'm not surprised. Who wouldn't? But I said, "Oh my, that's terrible. Cutting ties with family? But what can you do? I'd do the same. A man and woman meet, love each other, and believe it's destiny, but that's broken because of the family's unforgivable actions. We're like Tristan and Isolde." "Who?" "Well, they were another tragic couple like Romeo and Juliet." I mean, there are many stories like that, probably. "Anyway, Paige, please reconsider the divorce. What would we do in our retirement years if Jeff abandoned us?" I don't know. How about asking for help from your daughter? She ate enough free food. She'll understand." "No, she won't. We spoiled her too much, and relying on somebody is all she knows. It never entered her mind that she might take care of her parents one day." "Sorry, but that's not my problem. You raised her the wrong way, maybe." "Please don't say that, Paige. Forgive us, please." She kept crying on the other end of the phone, but I don't have time for this. I have better things to do, so... "Please wait. Listen to me." I gotta go. Bye. I hung up the phone and blocked her phone and text immediately. She can't bother me anymore. Well, that's done. The next is, "Hi, Jeff."
Hey, Paige!
I ran up to Jeff and we hugged each other in the street.
I missed you, Paige.
I missed you too, even though it was just a few days.
These past few days were hard, thinking you were not my wife anymore. I love you, Paige.
I love you too, Jeff. We planned this divorce together. It was the only way to get back to his parents and get our money back from them, or they wouldn't stop. So he declared the disownership of his family was part of our plan. I'm not sure legally, but if Jeff remarried, they might do the same thing all over again. Not only my family, but I also hated to see Jeff suffer from his parents' abnormal behaviors. So I had to do something about it, no matter what. Once we get divorced and I settle financially while Jeff cuts ties with his parents, we can start over. That's what we thought.
Well, let's get restarted. I have the marriage application ready. I have 2 witnesses. All we need is your signature.
Thanks, Jeff. We can marry the same partner within 6 months of divorce.
It was good to know. Maybe there are couples like us who divorce and remarry soon after?
Maybe, but are you sure you're all right with cutting ties with your family for the sake of me? You won't regret it? And Jeff just hugged me and said,
Regret it? You're the only family I need. The people who cause pain to my family have to be out of the picture, even if they are related. All I want is to live my life happily with you in it.
Oh, Jeff. Then we hugged one more time in front of the city hall. We should probably go there soon before the office closes. But I just don't want to be away from him, even for a few minutes. I wish I could stay like this forever, but I have to let go of this feeling and do what we have to do. Oh, it's so hard to stay away from him. I'm Pam, 25 years old. I'm currently the CEO of a company with 50 employees that I started when I was in high school. 6 months ago, I bought a house with a backyard and was enjoying a carefree life, thinking it wouldn't be bad to stay single. But my life changed a little bit lately.
It all started when my brother Frank and his wife Leah moved into an apartment nearby. I've never really gotten along with Frank ever since I was little because he's such a lazy slacker. When I started my company, he said, "I'll work there," but I politely declined and distanced myself from him. So the fact that he decided to move somewhere close to me must mean he's plotting something, and I soon found out what that was. Oh, God, he did it again? Really? There's a parking space right outside my home's entrance, but a car was parked blocking mine. Yeah, it's my brother's car. I immediately called him, but he didn't answer, which isn't surprising. How am I supposed to get out? Seriously? I actually don't use my car to go to work, though, but it frustrates me that he doesn't even consider that I might need to use the car. Also, it's very inconsiderate to park here without permission. Then Leah showed up there, looking sleepy and yawning. Huh? Ugh. Leah, how many times have I told you not to park here? There's an empty space. What's the big deal? Quit being stingy. What's the big deal? Everything. No, wait, that's not the part to be mad about. I'm stingy? Look, if you park like this, I can't get out. That's because you suck at parking. You should work on doing it better. I'm doing this on purpose so that you guys won't park. My guests won't have anywhere to park also. We won't park here if you tell us beforehand, you know. Why would I waste my time doing that? I want to keep it open for sudden guests. There are plenty of monthly parking lots, so why don't you use one of those? What? There's no way we could afford that because your brother has a low salary. So irritating. What? Why don't you also work then? She has been jobless her entire life, so sure, she won't even try. I'm doing my best to save money, so cooperate with me, Pam. Huh? Oh God, I'm late for my hair salon appointment. What? Hey, wait! She got in the car and drove off. I can't stand being taken advantage of like this. At first, I thought of letting them use this space if they asked, but now I can't even tolerate them entering my property. So to prevent unauthorized parking, I started telling them I had guests coming over even when I didn't. I thought this would stop it, but I was naive. They knew I was lying, and they started parking there again 3 days later. Then one day, when I actually had guests coming, I called Frank to move the car, but he didn't answer. So I rushed to his house, and they both came out looking sleepy. Someone's coming from now. Move your car.
Yeah, sure someone is.
Hey, we're not stupid. I checked every day, and no one came to your house. What? Checked? Whether I have guests or not, it's my property, so don't park there. And today I really do have guests, so move your car right now.
Sorry, can't. I was drinking until 3 hours ago.
What? Then, Leah? Nope, even if I move it, there's no place I can park. There is a paid parking lot close by. Hell no, because I need to walk more than 5 minutes.
Yeah, also, how much do you think it is? It's too expensive.
Wow, are you serious? Don't you park somewhere else when you don't park here? Why not park there?
The supermarket? It's far from here, plus the police have already warned us multiple times.
So, that's the best spot. What? Hold on. They're causing trouble for others too?
Hey, family helps family, right?
I've helped you before, but I have never once been helped by you. And I know it's going to be the same from now on. Actually, there's nothing you can help me with.
What did you say? Fine, I'm not moving my car no matter what.
Hey, I really need you too.
Why not call the cops then? I know they can't get involved in unauthorized parking on private property.
Wow, you're so smart.
I heard the cop tell the supermarket's manager that.
Wow, I have no words to say.
But if I tell you to leave the house and you don't, it'll be illegal residency. So, Pam, if you don't leave, you're the one who'll have to deal with the police.
Yeah, you're like a lawyer. Where? Also, it's not illegal residency, it's illegal entry, idiot. But he's right, unauthorized parking on private property is a hassle that only gets police warnings.
If you understand, hurry up and leave.
Yeah, leave. Scumbags. I had no choice but to leave while holding back my anger. I apologized to my guest and had that person use the paid parking lot. I had enough. Don't think you'll get away with this, making me pissed. I've decided to take the special measure I've been thinking about for a long time. This should teach them a lesson. I'm so excited.
Unauthorized parking hasn't stopped while I've been quietly preparing my plan, but I won't say anything because it's not going to do anything. 10 days later. Yep, they're doing it again, but the countdown of my plan has already begun. Without knowing it, they've been leaving the car unattended for about a week. Well, they can do whatever they want. They'll probably come rushing over in a panic, but instead, I got a call from Leah, and she said something outrageous. Hello? Hey, what's up, Pam? Can't you be more respectful? I felt suspicious about her unusually high spirits, but I wanted to talk about the car. You guys have left the car for a week now. We were too busy. Oh, we're actually heading to India, so can you take care of it? Thanks. India? Am I dreaming right now, or is this real? Frank has been assigned overseas in India because his company's expanding there, so we're flying there from now. What? I can hear announcements about departure times, so this is real. They are going to India. Wait, what are you going to do about the car then? Take care of it. What? Are you being serious? Yeah, we can't bring it here. Also, another thing, can you fix your property a bit? When I parked the other day, I hit a pothole, so... Huh? Hit a pothole? Wait. Seems like she doesn't seem to realize something important. Pothole? Leah, do you not look around when you park? Maybe so. Driving without looking around is dangerous. Something terrible might happen. Quit acting like you're superior. I'm older than you. Anyways, I'll call you when we come back. Bye! Hey, wait, Leah! After saying what she wanted to, she hung up. India? Leaving the car until they come back? Ugh, are you serious? A year later, just when I was starting to forget about them, I got a call from Leah. Namaste, we're back. We'll head there from the airport now. Sorry for leaving the car parked for a year, but don't worry, we'll pick it up soon. I'm at my company now, but okay, if you're coming to pick it up, I'll go there too. You don't have to be there. Why? I really want to see you guys since it's been a year. Oh, you love us deep down, don't you? How cute. Hey, I'll be waiting for you guys. Can you say carefree? I then hurried to my brother's car. There my acquaintance Mr. King was waiting for me with a smile. Then Frank and Leah arrived.
My car! I missed you! Okay, let's get you moving. Huh? Wait, what's this?
Oh, looks like he finally noticed. We can't get the car out with this! The reason why they're panicking is because the place turned into a paid parking lot and the car is locked.
Thank you for being with us for 389 days. What?
A year will be about $7,300. I handed the invoice. $7,300?
I can't pay for that!
If you don't, you can't get out of here, you know.
Then I'll call the police. Hey, wait! This is so unfair!
Yeah.
I didn't agree to park here in the first place. It's wrong to park my car while I'm gone and then demand payment.
Exactly.
No agreement, no contract.
Wow, you know that also? Yeah, it is wrong to demand $73,000 for a place you didn't agree to park at.
Don't underestimate me.
That was awesome. But do you think I could have moved it without a key, though?
What?
Also, isn't it clear that you agreed to the contract entering a lot with a sign saying paid parking and slowly driving over the locking device and parking? So I don't think no agreement, no contract would work.
Hey, we didn't park here, okay? Right, Leah? Huh? Leah?
She's sweating and panicking. How hilarious. Wait, then what I thought were potholes were... Oh, did you realize? I told you that driving without looking around is dangerous because something terrible might happen. Wait, then does that mean I parked in a paid parking space?
Leah!
I'm so sorry.
Pam, you know I can't pay $7,300. Do something!
Even if you say that.
Please! This is your property, so you have the right to decide, right?
My property? If it's mine, Mr. King wouldn't be here.
Huh? I purchased this property from Pam and am now running a paid parking lot on it, so it's mine. What?
There's no way I would live near you guys forever. I've already moved and started a new life.
What?
I thought selling the house would free me from those insensitive idiots, but Mr. King always wanted a house with a parking lot, so I built one and sold it to him. That was my plan, but they parked without realizing it was a paid parking and went straight to India.
I've made a great profit in just 1 year. Wait, please. Can you please let us go this time?
Of course he'll say no.
Of course not.
See?
I've invested a lot of money and paid taxes on this, so there's no way I'll overlook it. It's 389 days.
No, please, I'm begging you. What makes you think that'll work? Seriously.
Even Pam said it's impossible, so there's no way I would listen to a stranger's request.
Yep.
I bought this place to make a profit, so not a single penny off.
Yep, exactly. Oh, just so you know, the exact amount is $7,780.
What? It's more?
Check the invoice. You two always mess up without checking, huh?
Ooh. It's $2 per hour here, but there's a daily maximum of $20. So, for 389 days, that'll be $7,780. We accept both cash and credit card.
Both? Wow, how nice.
What? Where? Oh God, I've already maxed out my card.
Then cash is the only option. If you don't pay by today, the daily fee of $20 will keep adding up.
No, please do something.
Then pay the parking fee.
I have no savings left. I spent all of it enjoying the trip to India. Can you cover it for me?
Do you think I would to someone who caused me so much trouble? I know that it's not coming back.
What? That's not gonna happen.
Yep, I know.
There's a place nearby that offers same-day loans, actually. No!
I think you guys better hurry up. They quickly left to gather the money while I waited at Mr. King's house drinking tea. Then 4 hours later, they came back.
Here's the money.
Give us back the car! Mr. King started inserting the money into the payment machine. A few minutes later, the lock disengaged.
Yes, finally!
They then got into the car, but the engine made a dull noise when he turned to the key.
Huh?
What are you doing?
It's not turning on!
Well, if you leave it for a year, the battery will die. Goodness, they're idiots.
No!
They kept trying to start the engine, but of course it wouldn't.
Crap! The lock is coming up again!
I don't want to pay anymore. Do something!
Please, help us, Pam!
Sorry, can't. I'll just be quiet and enjoy the show.
Please!
But let me just say one thing.
One thing? What?
Don't underestimate me. Unauthorized parkers won't get away with anything anymore.
I'm so sorry.
Quit crying and move the car, Frank!
Shut up, I know.
They then called for roadside assistance and got the car running. However, since their insurance didn't cover this, the fee was high and they had to gather money again. Returning home with debt, they let go of the car, argued, and divorced soon after. Since then, things haven't been going well for them, and now living a life of debt repayment. They deserve this for their irresponsible behavior. If they had secured a parking space before leaving here, none of this would have happened. As for me, my work is going well. I've been involved in car sharing and space utilization projects.
Thanks to you, unauthorized parking has significantly decreased.
Unauthorized parking tends to decrease near those areas, probably because of security cameras. Helps keep the community safer.
Yes, I could also make use of empty spaces. Plus, I'm benefiting from the profits. Thank you.
Great. I'll share any good investments I find, okay? Busy today, too, turning a crisis into an opportunity. I'm Paige, 35 years old, working at City Hall. My husband Connor is also 35. He's an auto mechanic. He's a little on the shy side, but so sweet and caring. We've never really had a fight for the past 10 years. My daughter Penelope is 7 and growing fast and getting smarter. She loves her daddy. We were living happily and peacefully until my parents-in-law retired about 6 months ago and came to visit us every weekend. They would always come unannounced as if we didn't have a phone, text, or email. Speaking of who, the doorbell rang and I hurried to the door.
Hello, Father and Mother.
Paige, the foyer is such a mess.
I'm fine, thank you. So this was her way of a greeting. Is it? This is unusual for us. There's no clutter, shoes are lined on the side, and I sweep the floor daily.
You should put them in the shoebox, and umbrellas are visible. Why didn't you put them in the closet? Also, you could use a painting or frame on the wall. Can't you think of anything?
Thank you for your advice.
You're so, what do they say, happy-go-lucky.
She's right. Do the minimum housework at least.
Okay.
And how long do we have to stand here?
Excuse me?
You can't think of anything after being a wife for 10 years?
As soon as they get here, they start this, always. They complain just about everything and have no intention of listening to me. Did I make them stand there? They started complaining while they were there. But my face told them otherwise. If I talk back now, I know it'll get worse. Then they said,
We haven't had lunch yet. Can you fix something for us?
Penelope and I were going to have some pasta.
That'll be fine. I'm not in the mood for pasta, but I can live with that.
Oh?
I'm starved. When I'm starved, I can eat anything. Yup, that'll work.
Please hurry. We're hungry here.
Today is Sunday and Penelope is home. I work at the city hall, so I have weekends off. Connor's often off during the week. When the in-laws visit, he's usually not home. I wish they would come here when Connor's home, but I know they wouldn't on purpose because they would never come when Connor is home on weekends. As I rushed to make lunch while they stared at me, Penelope came downstairs, taking a break from her study.
Hi, Grandpa, Grandma, how are you?
Hi, Penelope. You're always so cute.
I know. I'm glad she looks like my son. I was worried she might look like someone else,
she said, glancing at me. Of course, I knew she wanted to say she was glad Penelope didn't look like me. As if she read my mind, Penelope backed me up.
I look like Mom, Dad, and all my friends say so.
What?
I'm happy I look like Mom. Do you think so, Grandma? Or you don't think so? You sounded like if I looked like Mom, that's a bad thing. I wonder why you said that.
No, that's not what I said.
Really? I thought...
Grandpa thinks you look like Dad's family's...
Grandpa, I'm talking to Grandma now. Can you be quiet and wait your turn? They always say that in school. When someone's talking, listen to the person until it ends. You can't start talking when someone is talking. Even first graders can do it.
Yes.
And Grandma, can I ask you a question? Did you just say a lie?
No, I didn't lie.
When you lie, your nose gets longer. Did you know?
No, that's not true, Penelope.
Okay, now Grandpa's turn. Grandpa, do you want to say something? I'm listening.
Well, I don't.
A 7-year-old girl got them good. That lifted my mood. I saw Penelope give me a thumbs up. That was fun. I think she got back at them in her own sweet way. Only 7 years old, but getting smarter every day. She understands the situation intuitively, or rather she uses her age of 7 to her advantage to camouflage her intelligence. You can't fool her. While I was cooking lunch, the in-laws looked around the house and complained away like, "It's dirty here, this furniture should be there," etc. You don't live here, we do. Connor told me about their personalities, but they didn't visit us often before retirement or micromanage me like this. I didn't imagine this would be a regular thing after 10 years of marriage. But even though they had difficult personalities, they raised Connor and he wanted to give back to them. I respect his wishes, so I haven't told him any of this, but maybe I will now. And lunch was ready. Today's menu is bean and veggie soup and spaghetti meatballs. When I served them, they started eating without saying anything, and...
What's this?
Is there anything wrong? She raised her voice, clattering her fork on the table and showing wrinkles on her forehead. Now what?
It's tasteless. How can you serve food like this?
Is it that bad?
I can't eat it at all. Pass me the salt.
I tasted it. To me, it's a little on the low sodium side, but delicious.
Besides, why are you serving Italian food? This is America. I want sandwiches, burgers.
Ugh, that's why I asked you. And you said okay. If you don't like it, don't eat it. I couldn't help but ignite the fire within me. Then there she goes, Penelope's smart comments again.
Grandma, are your tongues aging? The secret to a long life is to enjoy the tastes of fresh ingredients and not use too many seasonings. Too much salt is not good for you. Even at school, the amount of salt is set. Teachers always tell us we don't need to try hard, but try to eat what we're served and thank the people who made the food for us. Do you know SDGs? Food waste is a big problem. If somebody makes food for us that's nutritious and tastes good, what more can we want? Mom makes healthy food and they're yummy. Don't complain and eat it.
Ugh.
And Grandpa, did you say Italian? Spaghetti meatballs is very American too. I always have it at the mall and the school cafeteria has it too. And Grandma,
Ugh.
if this is tasteless, you should see a doctor.
Ugh. After Penelope's lecture, the in-laws quietly resumed their meal. She is their weakness. To them, she was the long-awaited granddaughter of their only son, the very first grandchild, a girl, and a very pretty one. I'm going to make yummy sweets for her later on. Well said, Penelope. After lunch, the in-laws left soon enough, which was rare. I told Connor about the lunch and their recent behaviors that night. He seemed a little shocked to hear that. I wondered if I hurt his feelings by venting my frustration about his parents, but I soon realized that wasn't the case.
Paige, I'm sorry. I had no idea they had been doing that to you all this time.
No, it's not your fault.
They are out of line. I guess that's because I told them I wanted to give back to them for raising me and all. They just asked me to increase the amount of the monthly allowance.
What? They have retirement benefits and Social Security coming in, plus we're sending them $500 monthly. That's not enough for them? That's right, we've been sending $500 every month to support them.
I have to ask them what they're using it for.
Yeah. They didn't look desperate for money because my mother-in-law had a fancy purse from a high-end brand and was wearing expensive perfume enough to make my nose curl, and my father-in-law wore an expensive watch, so I had someone look into it. A week later, it was Saturday. Penelope went to her friend's house and I was home alone. I heard the doorbell, and when I opened the door, there was no surprise anymore. Thanks for the lunch. Excuse me? Just make it fast, whatever it is. Wait a second. They came inside the house like a couple of burglars. The father-in-law opened the fridge as if it were his own, and the mother-in-law sat herself down in the middle of the couch, demanding lunch. I was fed up with this, and my patience ran out. Listen, you always come here unannounced and complain about everything. I have had it. I can't take it anymore. Even though it is your son's house, you went too far. How dare you talk like that to your husband's parents?
She's right. How dare you?
Can you say and do anything to your son's wife?
You're such a failure. We've been putting up with you for 10 years. You have no respect for us. To start, you could send more money if you have respect for us. You should be thankful that we came and visited here without you giving us anything.
What? We've been sending money every month. What is he talking about? We have been sending you $500 every month, haven't we? Then the mother-in-law snorted with laughter. Are you talking about that little $500? You think that makes you talk like that to us? Do you want a medal? $500 doesn't count. How can you say that?
You work at the city hall, right? Think of all the taxes we've paid all these years. $500 is nothing. Your income comes from our taxes. That $500 doesn't make any difference to our lives. We don't want the money coming from such a disgraceful daughter-in-law.
You said it. Is that so? I understand.
Yeah, you should.
You have to show more respect to us. It was impossible for us to communicate with each other. But anyway, they left. Oh, I hope they don't come back. But I won't just sit here and do nothing. After this, I would go out or visit my parents every Saturday and Sunday around when they would show up. They contacted me a lot, but I didn't reply, and 2 months passed. Then one Saturday, I was at home with Connor and Penelope, expecting them to show up any minute. As I imagined, the in-laws showed up, and as soon as they entered the house, they started yelling and screaming at me. What's going on? How could you do that to us? What did I do? The power went off. Last night I turned it on, but the light didn't come on. Oh, really? And then it wasn't only the light, but AC and fan, too. Oh, that's terrible. And I remembered that our electric bill was on auto pay from the account your money was sent into. Oh, so you're saying that because our money stopped coming in, you couldn't pay for the electric bill? That's exactly right. What happened to our allowance? Huh? Did you forget? You said that little money makes no difference to your living. You didn't need money from such a disgraceful daughter-in-law. Am I wrong? Oh.
I don't remember that. I didn't say that. Just give us for the past 2 months right now, and we can forget what happened.
At that moment, Connor and Penelope came out with a disapproving look. Penelope started.
Grandma, the purse you had the other day, that was an expensive one, right? And you wear an expensive watch, Grandpa. Are Grandma and Grandpa spending the money Mom and Dad give you on those things?
No, that's not.
Grandma, your nose is longer again.
You told me your retirement money and Social Security alone weren't enough to make a living, but an expensive purse and watch? What's going on, Mom? Dad?
That's, I don't know what you're talking about, right, honey?
She's right. Your wife is trying to trap us.
With all this evidence, they had to make me the bad guy. Mother, Father, do you realize you are trying to make an excuse and undermine your son's genuine concern for you?
Can you at least spare us for 2 months? We have debt, please.
Oh no, a debt? Connor looked disappointed. Please, it's pitch black in the house. How would we live? Now they were begging. No can do.
But you're a City Hall employee. Along with my son's income, you should be living very comfortably. My son's money is also parents' money, you know.
Oh, they can't think of anything else but themselves. Their normally calm and quiet son is red and on the verge of exploding. Yet all they do is try to protect themselves. If they don't stop doing it now, I know what's coming.
That's enough!
I knew it. When a calm and nice person gets angry, it's really scary.
You have been abusing my wife, who has always been supportive, and contacting us only when you need money. I can't have a relationship with you. I disown you. I don't care what'll happen to you now. We've been sending you money for 10 years. I paid you back for what you've provided me with. I never want to see your faces again. Get lost.
You're being harsh.
Shut up and get out. Hey, let's be calm. Leave now. Never come back or I'll call the police.
He forced them out of the house and locked the door. They were still making noise outside the door, but after a while they quieted down. Later, relatives told us that the in-laws were on a shopping spree for expensive stuff. While they were working, they could afford it combined with credit cards, but after retirement they couldn't continue that lifestyle. They came here often to search for shiny objects. We found our stuff like decorative ornaments or handbags that we rarely used and put in the closet in their house. And it didn't end there. They did the same thing in other relatives' houses. If they didn't come to our house, they went to somebody else's house to demand meals while stealing stuff. They were arrested for theft. After spending some time in jail, they would be sued from every direction and in debt. I doubt they would come back to their normal life again. Well, they asked for it. At least they have light in the room. As for me, I was relieved from all the stress I had since they stopped coming. I'm doing so much better. Connor seemed to be relieved too from the long-time problem. Thank you, Penelope, for always watching and protecting Mom.
No problem, Mom. Hey, Mom, today is Saturday and Dad's at work. What will we do today?
Well, let's see. We'll watch Panic Collection first thing in the morning, read comments from viewers.
Yes, we'll do that. That's my routine too. And then?
What about you, Penelope? What are you going to do?
Oh, can we ask the viewers?
Good idea.
Hi, viewers. What are you doing on your day off after you're done routines?
I'm curious too. Please let us know.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!